them to send a couple bucks to us, you know. Most people say 10% of their paycheck.
Put those tithes in, people. No, I'm kidding.
Can you feel the spirit?
It's gonna start getting, you're gonna start feeling it.
Okay. Anyhow.
So, at the end of the day, we apologize in advance for the words that come out of our mouths, because again, we don't filter what like spirit says. We just let it out. And again, sometimes, yes, it might sound harsh, or it might sound a little too aggressive, or, you know, but that is the way that it's supposed to be said. We don't sugarcoat. We just say how it comes out. Also, because we do give spirit-led messages, you are responsible for your choices that you make from those spirit-led messages, you know. So, Janie Jones, yes, you can have a card. Paula, hello, pull me another card, please. My daughter is trying to tell me something. Okay.
We got you.
Paula. So.
Get into that weekly forecast. Ugh, why is this hurting my stomach? I didn't even do it yet.
Huh?
I said, why is this hurting my stomach? I didn't even do it yet. Watch. Anywho, let's show the energy.
That's probably loud. Why am I doing it? Did it work?
No, we don't know how to get it to work. It's not going live on that link.
Ooh.
We're live? We're live on YouTube.
Alive on YouTube. Oh! I think this is really about the word arrive. Arrive. Do we ever really arrive at our destination? Do we ever, you know, like Ray wants a card, about getting there? You know, we have the 5 of coins, we got the Ace of coins, and the Queen of coins. Even like, that's the spiritual card. That's asking for help. That's about changing things up. That's about treating each other. The Church card, like, where's your faith? And it's all about money right now, and it's how do you invest in yourself to the point where, like, I think maybe it's like, you can't live, you know, we always hear, like, you can't live below your standards. You shouldn't be living underneath your spiritual standards either. I think that's hard, you know, like, we always say, like, well, we got to meet somebody at their frequency, or, you know, like, if I'm around low frequency people, I mean, no matter where you go, there's always going to be someone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, how do you arrive from that situation away? How do you, you know, work on that energy that's around you? 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands. It's time to watch right now. It's time to watch and not react. It's time to watch and not react. No judgment card, that victory card, like, we're supposed to be scooping in what we're learning here. Scooping what you're learning here. Scooping in here and putting it here. And that's like a ball of nourishment for your soul. The 4 of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Emperor. A lot of people are going to be receiving spiritual gifts, abilities, and that might even just be a different sense. It might be a different feeling. It might be a new emotion. I'm not saying everyone's going to become psychic next weekend. A lot of people are going to be given these gifts. I don't even want to say like financially given. Like, you're going to be blessed with these gifts, but you can't turn down the gift.
Right.
You can't turn any of this down. Page of Swords, the Emperor. You can't say no. Even if it's like, oh, You go look at a car and you're like, oh, that's a piece of crap. It's got rust on the bumper. And you don't want to get it, but it turns out like someone hit a bunch of money in the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, weird things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like look for that blessing you need in the small things. Knight of Cups. Falling in love. Love arriving to you. With the Tower. So, I feel like a lot of people in this moment right now are catastrophizing. A lot of people are saying, you know, if we don't fix the situation right now, there's going to be catastrophe. If this isn't working here, there's going to be catastrophe around me. If there's going to be something there, like I'm thinking like this, things are going to catastrophize here. You know, there's no balance of that right now. And we're okay with that. Like, when's the last time we watched like a positive movie?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time as an adult that you watched Disney?
Right. Which is funny because I put that picture yesterday of the 80s cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like bring back the 80s cartoons for once or like
Right.
for one day. And I'm like, even looking at that brought me back so many memories
Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
of like that, you know, I'm not an early riser at all. I was just telling Eileen, like, I am not an early riser, but sometimes I would make that exception for the Saturday morning cartoons.
I could see you chilling there as a kid in front
Misa
of
still laughs at me because he knows I like to watch cartoons all the
Same.
time.
Cartoons are good. Sometimes you just gotta throw something good on the screen.
The best messages.
Mm-hmm. Because children are so vulnerable. That's how we get into their heads.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let us not fall in love with the idea of thinking or worrying or, you know, give yourself some homework. Like, what are you going to replace that anxiety with?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're thinking the worst is going to happen right now, then can't you think of the best thing that's going to happen?
Right.
We always get so blinded.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
All right. So, thank you for that, Kevin. Oracle for the week is saying right now we got to listen to our body, do what it's asking. And I feel like with all of this, there's always intense energies, right? There's always something coming up, but I feel like they get more intense added to them. You know, because back a couple years ago when I just found out about, like, what's Mercury Retrograde? And we're not even talking about Neptune. Thank you, Aria, if you're watching. She's like, everybody looking at Mercury Retrograde, but look at Neptune. I'm not an astrologist. I don't know all of that stuff, but being mindful of those energies, you know, being ahead of the time of those energies right now, because there's so much. I mean, if you follow the Schumann resonance, if you follow the geometric storms that the sun is throwing out, that's all intense. And that I want to say it's scientifically proven that it messes with your body. Like Midwesterners, there's this low pressure thing that was happening that was like, hey, if you're having headaches, if you're feeling this, it's because of this energies that are going around with the weather. So because we're having things coming at us, which if you follow Schumann resonance, it's been off the charts and people been feeling them. So a lot of grounding. It's nice outside. Like the first thing we should have did today, because it was nice outside, was go outside without our shoes and really be grateful and really soak up that sun and those energies. A lot of drink water, you know, a lot of water, a lot of live food right now. We're gonna need those live things in our body to help us maneuver through these energies, okay? We gotta, again, physical and spiritual need to connect. So the physical part is taking care of that body so that we know how to navigate through these energies, and we have the energy to navigate through these energies. This one's a big one because it says trust yourself always and trust others once they've earned it. With this Mercury retrograde or whatever is coming up, it's gonna start in Aries but end in Pisces, something like that. And so what that is saying is Pisces is all about intuition, right? It's all about clarity. It's all about that. So right now, yes, you are right. Your intuition is going to be enhanced. Intuition is not a gift, y'all. Everybody has intuition.
Right.
We need to learn how to amp it up.
Right. Paper trail.
Okay. And so when it's saying trust yourself, it's because during this retrograde or during these energies, that Pisces energy is all about intuition. Follow that intuition, trust that intuition, okay? And then when you trust your intuition, yes, we all have different gifts. And I was talking to Kevin, and I'm like, you know what I like about all of us is that we are all readers. We do the same thing, but we have different gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like, yes, I could do mediumship, but it's not like I would still recommend somebody to get mediumship for you because yours is stronger, you know? So use your intuition to ump up your gifts, okay? Stop giving away your power now, like right now. And that, for me, is that, again. So are you ready to accept that also?
Boof. Well, I'm thinking too, like, even like our prayers or whatever, like when people pray, like we expect it to be handled the next day, and it's like, no. Prayers and spiritual time is different than our time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to wait 20 years.
Yeah.
Or 2 minutes.
And sometimes it's just not for you.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when I pray for things, especially with healings, you know, I always end it with like, Spirit, your will be done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, I don't know.
Because we're removing those problems from us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is really divine. Direct me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll trust. That's so scary.
All right. Stepping back is hard. Yes. Ah. All right. So anything else from you all, what is your intuition telling you to get ready about with this retrograde? What are you, what experiences have you had with these retrogrades, and always too, like these energies are here so that, again, you can prepare ahead of time. Not all of this is going to happen, I always say too, like whatever you feed is what grows.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think of Mercury retrograde as like, oh my God, doom and gloom, we can't sign contracts, we can't sign this, we can't do that, then you're gonna get that energy back, reciprocated back. So being mindful and, again, slowing down. If you're slowing down and if you're in that flow, then you'll catch it. Absolutely, Noel. You can be added.
I just heard be teachable.
Mm-hmm.
Be teachable.
What else?
I just pulled some cards.
Okay.
I was like, why not? I think it's funny that a lot of the cards are about procrastinating, drama queens, and binge watching. It's like we share those cards. It's a really good time to actually manifest. Everything's going to go south. So, I don't manifest winning the lottery because I never won it. I don't want to win the lottery right now.
Mm. Well, I do. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm saying, like, Well, if everything's going to go wrong with Mercury retrograde,
Right.
might as well pray for the worst to happen. That way, then you get the best. That's probably my crazy thinking. Don't do it. But I'll watch a couple weeks. I'll prove you guys wrong. Ten of Swords and the Star. So we can tell you all this stuff about retrograde and how it's going to affect you. But the other thing too is it might not even be in your reality.
That's why I said it might not even be in your reality, because it's like, what are you feeding it?
Right.
What fear are you giving it?
Just don't make it your slave.
I'm gonna make it easy. Who has for pick out?
Angie James.
Okay, I'm gonna make it easy for her. She can put a credit card for her.
Okay.
I apologize.
All right. Noelle says the retrograde energy has been insane lately. Venus retrograde has put me in a tall spin. It'll be interesting to see how Mercury retrograde comes in while it overlaps with Venus. Woo! Yes. Nikki, hi. I love myself. Love bath salt from you that I won a few weeks ago. Thank you. And for the other goodies. Aw, absolutely. All right.
Now what?
Now we start reading. We might get out early and enjoy this weather. Let's do this. All right. So the first one we're going to read is Ray. Ray, Paula, Nikki, Janie, and Noelle. If anybody else wants to be put on that list, please let us know. Anything else we got? Oh, I do want to say that we apologize for last week, Monday. We didn't have a live. Last week, Monday, again, those pre-energies were working us hard, and we had to cancel the live, but everything is fine. It's on the go. It's on the move. It's moving forward. Also, we want to thank Phoebe for coming on the live last week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing your fasting energy, how do you call it, journey with us. So we good.
Let's get her moving.
All right, Ray. Ray, are you there? Paula, you are after Ray, and then we have Nikki, Janie, and Noelle.
Said here.
Ray's here?
Yep. Full-time reading. Here we go.
Full-time reading. Are we good, y'all, over there? Yeah. Any comments on YouTube or?
Oh no. There's one. King Beats GT says, earn what's happening.
Okay.
Do you want me to reshuffle these?
No.
Here it goes again.
Ray, your cards are jumping.
Wow.
Hey, you could put that one back.
I keep hearing spirit say, you're no, like it's, you expect things to happen. When these things happen, they happen. You're no stranger to anything. I feel like you're no stranger to life. Like you've seen everything, you've had everything happen. And now we're almost to the point where we're expecting more. I keep hearing, let Spirit open the door for you. Let them, you go where you want to go shop. Spirit said they'll open the door for you. They said, don't worry about a thing. But the thing is, you got to be patient. You got to be still when you go for this walk. Don't get too excited, but enjoy it. It's kind of like, you don't want to go through the park right now because it's muddy, but you feel like you need nature. So there's that balance. Because right now you're going through some of the biggest change that's going to give you some of the best foundation in your life. However, you have to embrace that change. It's like, I feel like it's a really big change of heart. Change of heart. A person's got their hand in your back and they say, change of heart, change of heart, change of heart.
Mm-hmm.
You got this. And it's going to feel like you don't. You're going to feel like you're on a really bad carnival ride and you see a bolt fly off. Like, you're going to be okay and you'll make it to the end, but it's going to be a bumpy ride. Don't retaliate. Don't speak back. Don't flip fingers. Be careful of the words that are coming out of your mouth. And that's just to keep you still. You can journal those words. You can put them elsewhere. You can save them for a couple of weeks from now. But I keep also hearing, like, make a swear jar. Make a swear jar. And then your final card is, the story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story, where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn the Pulitzer Prize for the best inner monologue. She said, oh, no, not the bolt flying off. Yeah. It's one of those moments, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Funny that procrastination MasterCard jumped off the top. It kind of landed right on top of the Buddha. So it's kind of like, well, things are slowing down. What do you have time for? What are your hobbies that you miss doing?
Or the things that you're supposed to do but are not doing. Not like work-wise.
Right. Like,
but Spirit's been...
How many dishes are there?
That one's for me.
When's the last time you lined the cupboards? Yeah.
Why am I hearing talking? All right, Ray. Well, the first card that I pulled out is the universe card, meaning Spirit is there with you. So if you're going through some things, Spirit is there with you. Things, again, things happen to us that we're like, why did this happen? I was doing so good and it caught me off square. And that's why, like, Spirit was like, what has your inner voice been asking you? Listen and act. So while, I feel like we were going through this positive, I'm finally getting, hi, Emily. Absolutely. I will put you on the list. So it's like, we're flying high and we're like, yeah, we finally got out of the mud and this and this and that. And we kind of put some things that Spirit has been telling us for years to do, and we didn't do it. So it was like, yeah, you're doing good, but hold on, you haven't paid attention to this. So that's why it's like you got stopped to be like, what have I been asking you to do, and why hasn't it been done? But don't worry, because you have that Triumph card. So it's like you will definitely be that successor. You're going to triumph, but you really need to stop giving that power away. You need to right now start putting that energy into you. What is it? Again, this is that time where you want to reflect on those questions of
You know, am I making the choices from fear or am I making the choices from truth? Because it does say choose wisely. Choose wisely. So your choices right now, don't make them out of fear, make them out of, truth. And right now they want you to also find what is going to excite you. What is going to, it says find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. And because I feel like right now also you're at a point where you're at a stillness, but because spirit wants you to go in and find those things about you. What makes you happy? What makes you, excited? You got to start getting excited for this new journey, for this new recovery, for, whatever it is that got you there. And it's funny that you were talking about the heart, because this card has a big ass heart on it. And it's the passion card, so even though I feel like you're going through some stuff and spirit kind of like smacked you down and sat you down, it's still saying you can still find ways to have fun. We got to get creative.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get creative. Where we know how to have fun when we have those good times, when things are going good for us and things like that. But when the bad time comes, how do we get ourselves out of there? Angie?
Yep. Okay. Oh, she's on there. Should be. No?
So Angie that I sent her.
But she already figured it out.
Okay.
She said she didn't. She saw
No,
my text.
I figured out the payment. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you, Angie.
That's what she made payment. Well, I look it up.
All right. Hi, Sharon.
Oh.
Good morning from Australia.
Good night.
Right? We'll be saying good night in a little bit.
What's the weather there right now?
Yeah, what is the weather there? So Ray, hang on tight, but there is some things that
Enjoy that roller coaster ride. It's gonna be a tilt-a-whirl. You're actually in the South, they call them tilt-a-whirl.
Oh, thank you, Noelle. Noelle donated, so we'll skip her. 1, 2, 4. All right.
Paula's next, huh?
Yep, Paula's next. Absolutely, Sharon. We will put you on the list. Paula, you are next. Thank you so much, Ray, for letting us hold space for you, for letting us read you. And you're in our prayers. Are you praying for Paula?
No.
Okay. Do you hear that?
Yes, you did. You did on square.
Yep. Okay.
It's raining. You got the floodgates of heaven opening up over there. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people kind of like, oh, it's raining and it's doom and gloom. But for me, when it rains, I get excited because I always imagine that that's like the spirit opening the floodgates of heaven and pouring those blessings.
You're moving today, Laura. Paula, let's talk about the spirits that are here with you.
Yes.
Paula, spirit really wants you to be patient right now. They're saying everyone can't be in a bustle. Everyone can't be in a bustle. And she's like, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Like, if I can hold this in my hands, there's nothing to worry about. It's so funny, too, because, like, I keep getting, like, kissy face energy. I'm not going to make the face. But, like, it's the...
I'm not going to make the face, but I am.
Yeah, like, might as well. Like, think about it. Like, that's... And they're like, don't worry. But she's like, I'm going to keep ringing the wind chimes. I'm going to keep ringing the bells. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to be doing that. Like, they're going to slow down. I feel like whoever this is wants like cosmic brownies from the gas station.
Aw.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of cosmic brownies in a long time.
it's a good thing. Let us know if that makes sense.
We had a cyclone down the East Coast, all okay, just lots of flooding, still raining. Oh, wow.
There's the floodgates, Laura.
There's those floodgates.
You can only see 2 feet in front of you. You know, it's...
Her grandson
Oh, yeah? Okay.
with the cosmic brownies.
Yeah, it's just be careful. You're doing work, you're doing the hard work, but I feel like there's more work in the grieving area you need to do. Like there needs to be something that's going to help with the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Spirit's just laughing. And they're like, yeah, they always called me late. And she was like, well, I'm going to be late for dinner now. Like, there's a lot of crap talking. Conspiracy theorists, too. Get out of your head, friend. Open up the windows. Bring some air in. You know, like, you got to get some fresh air.
He liked cosmic brownies sometimes, my daughter, but the wind chimes make sense.
Okay. Good. Working hard for her money.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 6, 6.
Go.
6.
It's your turn.
6, 6, 6.
4, 4, 4.
So for you, Paula, you know, I got the harmony card, and usually, like when that one comes out, it's a man and a girl united, right? And usually it's like a relationship. But for me, because you want to know about your grandson, or yeah, your grandson and your daughter, it makes perfect sense that they're together. You know, so the card on or the picture on the card is a woman and female and a male together. You know, so it's like telling you that they are together, and yes, we are mothers. We, you know, you lost a daughter, you lost a grandson, and it's going to impact your life forever. You know, you're going to process this forever, but when you processing, it's going to be hard in the beginning, you know, but in time you get to understand more, and you get to understand that their body left, but the energy is still around. Okay. So they're saying to start working on your heart chakra. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let that love flow in. Right now is because you are in that grieving process and that loss process and the sad process and all the depression process. You have to be umping. I keep saying umping. You gotta, how do you say it? Like, up the level of love. Elevate the level of love. Operate in the level of love, because that is what the energy reserve is low on, is the love energy. You need that love. You need to give that love.
It's going to be your next mixtape.
Also, they're saying that you can communicate with them. You got to practice on that third eye, on that intuition, on the knowing that they are there, you know. But they're also saying, hey, mom, this is what she's saying. Like, this is a new process. So I know it's going to sound harsh, but it's like, don't give me all of your attention right now, because I'm still trying to process where I'm at. So if you feel a little lonely, or if you feel like they're not there, it's because they're processing still too, you know. But you will they're definitely there with you. And they're saying your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Again, it's going to sound harsh, but this is the way I'm hearing it. You're still here. Your life is still here. Everybody's life is special. Everybody's life is important. So don't forget that while you're still grieving, you still have to live that life. You're still breathing here. You still have to keep going, you know, and it's not bad. Live in honor of them. How do we live in honor of them? We celebrate them. You know, do a foundation for your grandson, volunteer for your, you know, for your daughter, do those things. That's how you get that, you know, your life keep going. You are in that emotional withdrawal, which is crazy because it's like the cards line up. It says emotional withdrawal. So yes, process and go through that, transmute that emotional withdrawal, but always remember that it's okay to be happy. It really is. And they're giving you that permission to be like, it's okay. Don't feel guilty if you're feeling a little happy or, you know, oh, I'm sorry, that just came out. Also, you know, your foundation is strong. You have your support. Always speaking your truth, but you're in that shadow phase. Don't stay stuck in that shadow phase. They don't want you to stay stuck in that shadow phase. They really don't want you to stay stuck in that shadow phase. So grieve as long as you have to grieve, but don't get lost in the grieving process. No sound. Misa, we don't got no sound. Did this turn off?
Can you guys hear us now? Yeah, I'm off too.
Yeah, there's no audio on Facebook. Is they dead?
No, they don't. No, they should be on now.
If they dead. So you guys are, you have sound on YouTube.
Well, then we should have sound right now.
You should be good now. I don't know why.
Mine's flashing red.
If they dead.
Is yours on? Let's see. Let me see.
Mercury Retrograde.
Yeah, Laura's is beeping red too.
But you can hear it though.
But it turned off again.
But remember, we got those other mics.
No, I don't think these charge because they keep turning off. It's back.
I don't know what's going on with these.
Are one of those alive? Yeah.
Give me those.
No sound on Facebook.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna have to return these things.
Okay, can you hear me now?
They're working really good at first.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
We should be good.
We should be good now. Back on. Okay. So the last thing was it's okay for you to be happy. Go ahead.
Make that disconnection. What you were just talking about, you know, like what they're telling you is, you know, do what you got to do so we can take care of ourselves. It's okay to disconnect. I'm never going to let go hands from you. I'm never going to let you go. I'm still holding your hand, letting you know they're there, but let me go do what I got to do for a moment. Then I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to step away. We got to disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always going to be connected no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but
no, that's definitely what had to happen, and that's why I say, like, you gotta really at this time while they're processing that energy, the new energy that they're in, you need to start practicing and getting into this connection with your intuition so that when they do come back, or they will come back and they're still there, you'll be able to know when they're gonna, because they're gonna leave you signs, you know. But they're also like learning to.
Emily Rose sent a.
She sent.
Yep.
A Cash App.
All
right, Emily.
She didn't say what she donated.
Okay.
But.
So thank you so much, Paula, for letting us read you. Thank you so much for, trusting us with, your family members on the other side. and letting us channel those messages for you. I feel really grateful. I was talking to Deb today. She's, been taking classes, Deb Voice, for mediumship and things. And we were talking about, like it's a hard thing to do because we question ourselves of like, are we saying this right? Is it coming out right? Are we being sensitive? But we got to let it flow. We can't question those intuitive hits that we're getting. Those are what backs us down. Those are what stops us from moving forward. Those are what stops us from believing, that those energies are still here. Energy can never be destroyed. So learn how to transmute those energies, especially of our past loved ones.
There's a lot of acceptance there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's accept them. They're changing right now too.
Mm-hmm.
They're learning.
Mm-hmm.
All
right, Angie, are you there?
She's on this side.
Angie, are you there? And then, are you in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I get some sage? Please.
That's funny that a girl and a guy came out and I asked if there was a relationship.
They're both girls.
Huh?
That's a girl, that's a girl.
Oh, I thought that was a guy. I always thought that was a guy. Oh,
Thank you, sir.
Any comments on YouTube? If you are watching from YouTube and you want a card pull, please let us know. Also, if you want to skip this line, you do throw your donation in and we will get you on the line.
And remember, we still have that subscription contest going on until the end of this for a prize.
The subscription contest
for the
is still
YouTube.
going? Oh, okay.
So tag your people.
I need some of that.
Yeah. We both need it.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. I feel like I need more Palo Santo than sage.
Honey, can you grab some Palo Santo if you can? Oh, never mind. We got some. You really want to open up my crown?
No, not at all.
I need it open right now. Okay. Angie.
Angie, because of the room, not because of you.
I need a little sniffies. Need some, bro? What, Eileen?
It's Mercury Retrograde, the show. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Emily rolls me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at home. Ooh!
Dang! I'm telling you, these are spicy.
Oh. Oh. No, I think I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, like Angie. So, and he's still there. Okay.
And he's still there?
Yeah.
He or she?
It's kind of like this whole idea that I'm walking through life, everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be okay. I'm not too sure what's going on here. I'm not too sure what's going on there. And you got the Three of Swords in the middle. And that's all about like heartache, all about grieving. That's all about kind of like hurting, but moving through situations you need to move your way through. And we got that with the Ten of Swords. I don't feel like this is relationship energy. I feel like this is a relationship with someone or something else, where it's just getting to be too much. Because like a lot of resentment, right? Where it's kind of like, man, I can't do shit about this now. It's like painting your wall like hot pink, and then you're like, I thought it was a good idea. You
I
know,
did that one time.
hot pink.
I painted my walls like pink, and then I wanted like black trimming, but the black kept going onto the pink. So I just started splattering black all over. My room was so ugly.
I think I remember your mom telling that story.
I'm gonna show you a
But
picture.
that was in like the middle room, right?
Yes. Yeah.
See, okay. There's so much dang energy, and you must have been so happy when you did that. So anyhow, with this moving on energy, just be careful when, like, just ask for help when you need it. Like if you're having an issue here, just ask questions. Ask questions. Keep asking questions. If you want to learn something about something, ask more questions. It's funny because it's kind of like I feel super studious with you. And I think it's time to pick up a new hobby. I feel like that's a new message for a lot of people. Pick up what made you happy. Even like, this isn't boredom because I'm working on something. This isn't boredom. If like you got to paint something, or if you want to make like a little clay pig, like make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you got to play with Play-Doh so you can smell it. It's making sure we're in the right headspace. It's a weird thing. Now my third eye is hurting. Oh, don't worry about the money either.
Mm.
Money's coming in. But the thing is, like, when the money comes in, you got to know what to catch it in. Don't catch it with a plastic bag. You got to figure out the right thing that's going to hold its weight. Because I feel like there might be some money that might be slipping through, so pay attention. I guess all the small coins will go out, but, And I'm going to do one of these cards for you, and then an affirmation card, and I'll get moving. Mother trucker.
Your cards are alive today, bro.
Oh.
They jumpy. They jumpy.
Jamboni.
You got 2 cards. You need help?
No.
They seem to be moving from you.
Funny. Connection and courage. Connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I do is to open myself up and pay attention. Note to self. Work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. When we see you, you gotta tell us a weather joke. No one is fearless, no one, but even I'm not fearless. I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts. Then quickly run and hide behind someone bigger than me until it goes away.
Oh.
So I threw it on the ground.
Again.
Yeah, like.
So Nikki, the only reason I was asking if you were in a relationship is because the relationship cards wanted to come out. But it's not like bad. Like your relationship's not bad. And that's why I was asking, because I feel like right now, even in your life in general, like I feel like you got people in your ear. People in your ear. And so the first card that I pulled out was stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. And I asked if you were in a relationship because I feel like there's some energy that's mixed up in your relationship that shouldn't be mixed up in it. And that's why I say whether it's people's opinions of how your relationship is or people's things being in your business, you know, because you also got the passion card at the bottom, which is saying that your relationship, I feel like it's good. You got the insane chemistry, you got the having fun, you got the like each other equally, you know, but you also have spirit is telling you, like, stop caring what people think about what you're doing with your life. Live your life with both feet in. Commit to fully being here, and that's in that relationship, because at the bottom you got the twin flames relationship or card, which means that yin and that yang. If it feels like it's black and white, you know, it's still balance, the union, the duality, the coupling, the complementing each other. Go ahead.
Are we on Nikki or are we on
Angie.
Angie?
Did I say Nikki?
You said Nikki.
I'm sorry, Nikki. This is Angie.
I was like,
Angie. No wonder, Nikki, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said your name. I was like reading down here. This is for Angie.
okay, I was confused for a moment.
Sorry.
I need you guys to do something for me.
Yes.
I need to tell YouTube, because there's like people on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and you need to tell them how the process works on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
There's a guy asking for questions, and I'll let you know the questions in a minute.
Okay.
But let them know first how this works, skip the line, and then I'll read what they wrote.
Okay. So for our new YouTubers, the way this works is that you ask for a card pull, and we will give you a card pull, a message from spirit. But if you want a broader reading, and if you want to skip the line, you know, then there's a link tree or a payment option that we're offering that you can put a donation in, and then it'll bump you up to that line of waiting.
Let me know the name. I'm gonna put it on my personal name. So, Misanti.
It's going to be under Misanti. It's going to be under Misanti L. So if you want us to answer your questions and get a card pull, you can wait in the line. But if you want to skip that line and get a broader reading, then you let us know. They confirm the payment, and then we skip that line for you. So Angie, sorry, live your life with both feet in. And that's why I'm saying, don't care if people are talking about what you're doing, if people are hating on your relationship, on things like that. It says a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. So don't question yourself. Have that faith in spirit. You know, don't go for that material or physical world. That, you know, have that faith. The butterfly, your relationship is evolving to the next phase, but there is some of that inner child healing that you still have to do, which the root chakra came out also. So work on a little bit of, you know, what triggers you, what's you know, when people say something, I always say, like, if you're feeling, I was just talking about this, if you're feeling anxiety, it's not a bad thing to feel anxiety. It's not a bad thing to feel anger. Those are those you know, cues to tell you, hey, something is off, something is not flowing right in our lives. Stop, reflect, why are we feeling this way? And change it, because anxiety and excitement are the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're feeling anxiety, how can we change it to feeling excited? If we're feeling depressed, how can we change it to feel happy? That's just spirit saying, hey, you're sad. I need you to change it to be happy. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. So I keep feeling like somebody's hating or somebody's in the business that shouldn't be. You have the love card. You have unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So right now, spirit's like, build on that relationship. You're going to have some movements, choices, and decisions to make. So if, you know, you're planning on moving, if you're planning on going, I say, making the next move in anything in your life, do it right now. You have those decisions, you have those choices, but reflect again, because the last card that you have is triumph. You're going to triumph. You just got to learn how to change these energies. And not, the message for you is like, don't let anybody try to tell you how to live your life. They already had their chance. Not, you know, they can't live their life through you, making decisions for you.
Whew.
Thank you so much, Angie, for letting us read you. I hope that made sense. And we are going to Noelle. Noelle, then Nikki, then Emily, then Janie, and then Sharon. We good?
We are.
Noelita, are you there? Nikki, you're there. Emily, you're next. After Nikki. What?
The links don't work.
Oh, the links don't.
They don't work on YouTube.
They can send it in a super chat.
A what?
A super chat.
What's that?
It's just a comment, but it costs money.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Noelle.
I mean, it's in the description. I don't know how to. It doesn't.
It's already 7:20.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all been feeling like time really is like going by really fast? Hey, Poppy.
What's for dinner?
Gonna go over there and pick up some grilled food.
Yeah, we are. That was a weird one. Huh. It's funny, Noelle, because it's actually a really crazy feeling that I'm having. There it is. I feel like Spirit right now is really, really, really proud of you. Really, really, really proud of you. And they're saying, she can't level off the dopamine. It's a little weird for me because it feels like really good. There's that High Priestess, there's that Seven of Cups, there's that Eight of Wands, but that's all after death, the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You're good. You're really good at what you do. Quit downplaying it. Quit downplaying a lot of things right now. You know better. The High Priestess is saying, come on, let's pull yourself out of your little shell and get talking. Because you also got the Nine of Swords. You're always going to have anxiety. That anxiety is always going to be present. And then it's followed by the Six of Coins. Only way your anxieties, your fears, and your problems are going to go away is by not serving the people. There's a big calling that's knocking at your door, and it's going to scare the crap at you. Scare the crap at you. It's going to crap at you. And you're not going to want to take the mission. Take it. And when you go on this whole new spiritual journey, look, there it is. How do you level yourself up to? How do you elevate? But also, how do you combine the two worlds, your physical and spiritual? Your emotional and spiritual. It's all there, but it's time to honor that process in a whole. The balance of land and sea. And then there's that social battery drain. Like if you don't feel like going somewhere or you're too tired to do it, it's okay. Like it's okay to have bad days. Amen.
So, Noelle, the first card you got was stay present. That's where life happens. They Spirit wants you right now to self-indulge, meaning focus on self-worth, time to heal. I know that shadow work is coming up, self-appreciation, but I feel like a lot of us have worked really, really hard, right? And then we're in this momentum where it's like, oh man, it's feeling good. We finally are out of the shadows and blah, blah, blah. And it's up from here. And then Spirit gave us a conflict and defeat. Spirit knocked us down again. So if you're feeling in that phase, whether it's with a relationship or I feel like it's with a relationship, don't feel like you've been defeated. Don't feel like, oh my God, I thought I got rid of conflict and now why is conflict coming up again? You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. But also, like, it's going to take patience. It's going to take patience. And the two cards that came out was a girl and a guy. And one is, the girl is addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. The runner, the guy, has a runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, and listening to ego. So if you are in a relationship and if that relationship is kind of like, I thought it was good, but it's like, what the heck? It's a little rocky right now, or maybe we're not talking or arguing or whatever. Patience. A little faith goes a long way. Remember that, like, Spirit still has your back. And I feel like we're still getting tested in those waters. Like, let me give them what they want and test them, but this isn't really what they're supposed to have. I just want to see how they handle the situation. I want to see if they go back to a codependent relationship, or I want to see if they've seen those red flags and they know, And so if you're avoiding these red flags, that Spirit's like, hey, you got that spiritual strength, the dopamine high has been real, Kevin. Okay. Because you also got that rejoice and celebration. So again, if you're in a relationship right now and it's fresh and it's new, but it's kind of like feeling a little rocky, just keep that rejoicing. Keep knowing that Spirit has your back. Keep doing those things. I thought I had another card, but I don't know where it went. Why am I off here?
That one that's over there?
I don't know.
Were those three over there?
No.
And
also watch your back, or like watch friends, watch if you're feeling off about somebody, listen to that. Because you also got the girl with the snake card, which is empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, and enable boundaries. But I feel like there's somebody, you got a snake on your back. Or a snake is trying to come in and slither its way to shit that you worked hard to get. So be careful with that too. Thank you, Noelle, for letting us read you. I hope that made sense to you. And enjoy the weather.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Right. Go have fun. Stay present. All right, Nikki. Here you go. You're next. Nikki, and then Emily, Janie, Sharon, and then Poppy.
Angie.
What?
Angie paid to get ahead too.
We read Angie.
Oh yeah. Jeez, no, I'm thinking that's Nikki.
Are you retrograding?
I am. Holy balls. Okay.
That's my confusion you're feeling. So many people have been coming back since the retrograde, and my brain has been racing lately. And trying to make things look bad when they're not. Like, my mind wants to see red flags that aren't there. So actual red flags are coming into my life. Oh, thank you, Noelle. She also said the dopamine high has been so real, Kevin. I'm currently at the gym, actually feeling back in my body and spirit.
There you go.
Absolutely. Just keep going. No sound again?
I don't know what's going on with these mics. Something's wrong with them. They shouldn't be going off like that.
I think it's that thing because that thing beat, like it lit up when this turned off.
Well, that's those other mics. It's probably that doodad.
I think it's that thingy.
Every time you're kicking something over there, it's screwing with that.
Can you hear us now?
Nothing's showing.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
I think it's that thingy.
No, it can't be.
It's back on.
I don't understand what's going on with this.
Sound staticky.
Well, I'm touching the mic. But
Yours is not on.
I'm not sure what's going on with these mics. They keep turning off.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they didn't charge.
No, they're fully charged.
usually a red blinking light means it's dead.
Yeah, that's why it keeps blinking.
Well, how are they?
Okay, we're back on. Let's hurry up before they turn off again.
Oh man, you know what? You're right. They're not charging. But look, I didn't know that. That's why they're dying. Yeah. So yeah, that's why they're dying, because they're not charging.
Okay. Well,
Take the thing off. You're gonna have to take the thing off.
take.
Sorry, y'all. We thought we charged these. Hi, Kathy.
And they weren't being charged.
We thought we charged these, but the plastic was still on them, so they didn't charge.
Retrograde strikes again.
I'm telling y'all, this is the perfect show to know what Mercury Retrograde brings to the table.
And the best part is, none of this is staged.
None of it. It's back off, Misa.
Just keep it off. They're just gonna have to
They can't hear us. Just unplug it. We'll be fine.
All right, y'all. Can you hear us now? We got to take the mics off. If you want to hear us more clearly, you can go onto YouTube. The mics are working over there. If not, we're going to have to scream a little. Sorry, YouTube, for being loud. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Nikki,
That explains why the mics kept showing up.
can you hear us now?
Yep, we're gonna have to announce you. Wait.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dang, Nikki.
Just kind of like all vomited out, huh?
Mm-hmm. Holy cow.
Need a new tech guy.
They're new mics. I did not know they weren't charged.
You're good. Ooh.
Spicy.
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, look at that.
Oh, dang, Nikki.
Uh-huh. There's
I'll take a picture and send it to you.
there's some horizontal polka happening soon. Some mattress mambo.
He said mattress mambo.
Well, look, it's the Knight of Swords coming in with the Ace of Wands. That's a strong ass energy. That's a bing bong. Like, whew. But the thing is, it's going to be hard to turn that away. Because then you got the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Whatever relationship you're getting into, or whoever this person is, and if you're madly in love with them, and they're madly in love with you, you can't let other people shut that down. You can't let other people shut it down.
Tell us more.
And then there's that Four of Coins,
Dang, Nikki.
Page of Wands, and the Sun. So it's really important to remember to remain physically grounded too, even like assets and all that, because it's what? Spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Make sure those are all balanced perfectly well on a stool. Like, but don't lower like one leg, don't lower the other. Like, it's got to be just right. Other thing, as soon as you came on, I have this weird pain that's right here.
Mine is over here.
We're sharing the same forehead.
It's the yerba mate.
Oh, I forgot I had a monster today.
Dude, I haven't had a caffeine in so long. I forgot yerba. Well, I didn't forget. I was just like, oh, yerba mate is more healthier than orange juice.
So anyhow, Nikki. So squirrels. These are like conversations we'd have in real life. You got the dream catcher card too. Pay attention to those dreams. But also too, like I keep hearing with you, be teachable. It might be time to like become a student. Last one. These cards are sick.
I don't want to come out.
Love.
Perfect.
Love is a mini splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors. Like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent. Or the surge of self-congratulations I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. About the chills I get where I'm singing along to Pink Pony Club. It says, name of the song, you know that one. So, like, just jam. It's, love's coming.
Love is coming.
More than ways than one. Oh, that's
Look.
frightening.
So it's funny because how do you like believe that something is coming that you've been wanting for or working on or trying to manifest, and when it's really on its way, like how do you believe that it's coming when for so long you've been wanting it or wanting something and it doesn't show up, and when it finally does, it's like, what do I do now with it? The first card that I got was the hope card. So again, anything that you've been hoping for or trying to manifest or whatever, I feel like this one is with a relationship, because right with the hope card, you got a man, which is the authority card, which is the masculine energy, that protective authority, whatever. And then you got a woman next to it with the fertility card, So it's for me, like, this is beautiful because again, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, your hope, the guy and the girl is there, it's fertile, it's getting ready to brew, and you're getting ready to get into a relationship. The only thing that's going to mess you up is the outdated thinking. It says life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which one will you choose? Right? And so again, if a relationship is covered, or if spirit's trying to give you a relationship, but it's not, say, the person that you want or that you thought it was or whatever, you got to change the thinking. I'm sorry, where was I? Okay. Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. You got to learn how to get those thoughts out. Live your life with both feet in and commit fully to being here. So that's just meaning like be in the present moment right now. It's not time for you to be thinking about the past or thinking about the future. You got to be putting in that energy and that action right now in that, present moment. Also, you're going to be meeting and conversing and savoring the moment, feeling uplifted. So if somebody's asking you, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee, or let's go, hang out, or if you're out, wherever you hang out, having that conversation with, again, either a friend or a relationship, you're going to get that. Stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. So I kind of feel like you already get ready for that relationship, or you're feeling like something's different, because you got the wedding rings, the union, the wedding, the married, the soul connection, the eternal love, the everlasting promise. I feel like spirit really is wanting to give you your manifestations and what you've been manifesting, but you don't really believe that you can have them.
Mm-hmm.
You play yourself down, like, I want this, but I don't deserve it. Or, I don't know.
It's like you might trick yourself out of something good.
Yes.
Because it's even like what Noel said, like seeing red flags where there shouldn't be red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And it's creating this false narrative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think it's once you mix this one thing around, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I really don't think that we're in for the surprise that Spirit's going to give us. I don't.
That just made me sick to my stomach.
But with growth, like I focus on like growing my business and and all these things. But then I stop that growth because then I start thinking like, am I ready for it? When it comes, am I gonna this or that, or am I gonna fold or blah blah blah? And so it's like, don't worry about it. You're not in there yet. We're trying to fix and create and do all these problems and we're not even there yet. Go with the flow, stay in that present moment, but also like use your intuition. Inside of yourself when things are right and when things are wrong. Don't question that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nikki, so much for letting us read you. And I seriously am very excited for these cards, and I can't wait for you to be like, yes, we did it. I say we because I don't know.
We celebrate with you.
We celebrate, yeah. Your successes are our successes. We heal each other.
Amen.
All right. Emily, are you there? Emily, Janie, Sharon, and Papi, or Jose. Thank you, Nikki. Don't forget, y'all, that Kevin will be reading Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday here at Altar. I'll be reading here at Altar on Friday from 12 to 7. And I will also be at the First Spiritualist Fair in New Berlin. So please go on my Facebook and look on there. I'll be sharing. In New Berlin, they're going to have a big spiritualist fest or market or whatever you want to call it. So we'll be there on Saturday reading all day.
Emily.
Yeah, is she there?
Should be.
All right, Emily.
Was she on Altar?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
No, I think she was on me.
No.
Emily.
Well, she's on here too.
Emily. Oh, I hate doing that because then it takes. Okay, go.
Emily, say it again. Emily, are you here? Emelina, are you here?
Emily paid. We don't want to skip.
Yeah,
Emily. Okay. All right, Emily.
Here we go.
Emily, you're up.
So the person, they know, I know people know, but just a reminder that the purpose of doing this pick line is you get along pretty.
Yeah. So the benefits of skipping the line and throwing out those donations is that you do get a longer reading, and then again, we skip from.
Skip the line.
You get to skip that line.
Well, it puts you next in line.
Yeah. That. Not skip everybody, but.
Imagine if we did that.
I don't want to do this one.
Yeah, I feel like these need to get cleansed.
There's a lot of cleansing to do. Cleanse, y'all. Make sure you're cleansing.
Whew. It's like this feeling of getting like stoned in the back of a truck, like in the back of a van. It's kind of like the energy that's moving through me right now. You know, like
It would be.
it's this being chill. You know, everyone's laughing, or I mean, I imagine how that's what it would feel. You know, like 1970s, 70s show, sitting around the thing and just laughing. I think you need something like that. Jamming some music, doing something stupid, and then laughing about it. Like weird, stupid, just laugh. Because the spiritual journey has been rough. But you gotta laugh. I'm pulling. If you wanna go, you can.
Okay, so I like the first 3 cards that you got because I feel like you've been in this, I don't want to say struggle, but I want to say in this energy where it's like, man, when is this going to end? When is this going to end? And I feel like Spirit is finally going to come with that for you to an end. You got the recognition and reward card. You got the new beginnings card, and you got that spiritual strength card. So that's meaning that you're getting your recognition, you're getting reward, you're getting your new beginnings, and Spirit has your back. Spirit's been having your back. But I also got to warn you that you can stop that with your mind and your thinking. Like if you're ready to move forward, then you got to get rid of any of discontent. You got to get rid of, I feel like you want to move forward, but you're still looking at the past and still keeping tabs on the past and still like, why have these people not paid, or why have they not got their karma yet? Okay. So whenever you feel discontentment, whenever you feel boredom, you got to remember to change that energy. And you also got to remember that you can't change anybody but yourself. So it's like Spirit's showing me that you're attached to this energy that gave you, like you want them to pay. But Spirit's like, I'm trying to make them pay, but you're still have your hand in that control. I need you to let that control go so that I could finish my work. Because for me, it's like Spirit saying karma is here, karma is coming, but you're not. I can't give that karma to that person because you're still holding on to it. So when I give that karma to that person, you're going to go with that, you know? So you got the material harvest. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. And that's where Spirit wants you to put your energy, is in creating that life for you, for your children. If you have children, you know, start creating the life that you love, and really giving whatever injustice, I keep hearing injustice, is to Spirit. Because you got those obstacles and challenges that Spirit want to take from you. Spirit wants you to get out of the obstacles and challenges and get into the material harvest. But your heart, because it was broken or because it was vulnerable or whatever, it's closed. So work on that heart chakra. And I'm sure I mean, work on forgiveness, you know, and I don't know how you can work on forgiveness if whatever happened, you know, to you was like big and bad. But it does say open your heart, not just a little, all the way in, and let that love flow in, because you can't let somebody else's actions make you close your heart and not being able to receive those blessings, those things that Spirit wants to show you, those good things, that there is good things out there, you know? So work on that heart chakra. And also, like, I would really recommend doing an uncrossing. You know, find out how to do an uncrossing. They have uncrossing candles here, oils, whatever, you know, but do an uncrossing and release any energy that you're holding on to, you know, to open up that blessing, that material harvest, that connection with Spirit that Spirit wants to give you.
So
I felt that heavy in my chest. Like, it's really heavy in the heart. You're carrying a lot of weight in that heart, and it's like spirit wants you to cut that.
Mm-hmm. So, threw down my cards. Emily. Right now I'm looking at the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, strength in the middle, in reverse. Sometimes it's okay to be weak, because that's when we learn how to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
We pull ourselves up by the rope or the chain, and we get to where we need to be. But the thing is, it's kind of like, I'm going to move out of my apartment building because I hate it here. I'm going to move out of my apartment because I hate it here, but I'm going to the one across the hall.
Mm.
Because you need room to grow up and grow out. That's the Two of Coins, the Star, then the Four of Swords. For the first time in a long time, I don't feel anything gross with the Four of Swords. I think the Four of Swords is a big reminder because I think she's the kind of person, if she's expecting burnout or any of these crazy energies, she knows how to dial back.
Mm.
Because sometimes people know. Some people are gifted at knowing about burnout. They know, okay, this is too much. This is too much right now, honey. Then, you back off. It's good because because there's a psychic intuition card about
Mm-hmm.
that. And the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands come up at the end. If there's a relationship right now, balance, fall back in love. But oof, like Laura said, there's a lot going on in the heart. There's a lot going on in the chest. Sometimes you just got to get the willies off. Shake the willies off. I don't want to say that either. Sometimes you just got to shake the icky off. There you go. It's there. You got to shake that off. But the cards are pretty. There's nothing really horrible.
You failed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second time.
So everyone spills a little bit of water when they first serve. Somebody always drops a plate of food when they first serve. Don't be afraid of spilling anything.
Mm. Emily, are you eating a lot of spicy stuff? Takis, hot Cheetos.
I'm feeling so heavy, so I am trying my best to let go. It's transition time.
You got to transition that energy. Absolutely. And also, if you are eating a lot of spicy stuff, kind of lay off on it, because when Kevin is talking, I feel ulcer.
Oh.
I feel like my stomach hurts. I'm eating, and also stress can cause ulcers.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely can. I know, because I had one from it.
I'm good at knowing when my burnout is coming.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. I don't know, Emily. They're telling me I don't know if you are eating spicy stuff or if somebody around you is eating right now. It's really intense.
I don't know how you.
And I know it's not me because I haven't ate spicy. Oh yes, I did. I'm lying. I put Tabasco in my soup today.
I can't deal with the smell of Tabasco.
Thank you so much, Emily, for letting us read you. Janie, Sharon, and Papi. Is Janie still there? I know Papi said he was still there. Is Sharon still there? And then these are not. These are winners. Winners. Janie, Sharon, and Papi. And then YouTube didn't pay for anybody, right?
She said I am.
All right, so be careful on that spicy stuff, girlfriend.
She's probably kind to grind hot Cheetos and put them on the corn and the
corn. Yep.
Oh, walking tacos.
Janie.
So we've noticed that on YouTube, you can't click on the links. Not in the comments. You have to go to the description.
Okay.
It's not.
It's okay.
There was a couple comments.
All right, they're all still here. Janie, Sharon, and Papi. Is this the 10-second challenge, Eileen? Is this the 10-second reading challenge?
Oof.
Oh, no.
Janie, the Hermit, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Coins. Santa Claus is coming to town. And what I mean by Santa Claus is your mama. Whew. We got to make the best movements right now. We got to be swift. We got to be smooth. There's the Justice card too. Everything's in order.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in order. And then you got the Empress too.
Mm.
You're ending a cycle and starting a cycle.
I told you this was the one card. Why you keep pulling more cards? I'm defending you, Janie, because you don't want to know what this little card is.
It's just the Four of Swords. Nothing big. So
wait, where's Kevin? Because every time the Four of Swords comes out, it's like, ooh, ah, blah, this. And now he's like, oh, it's just the Four of Swords. It's nothing.
This is what happens when I take my anxiety medicine. I mean, we already know what it is. The Four of Swords is the ending. You know, it's like the warning. We know what's going to happen. This is that beginning of the cycle to the end. Like, that's where we are right now. There's nothing that can be done. And I know that sounds nasty and hard, but it's the truth. And we're not here to, well, we are here to tell the truth. But, wow. No need to do. No need to do. I don't need to do anything because I'm already here. I took a deep breath, relax, and trust. Then I do my laundry.
Do your laundry.
I'm coming over. You can do mine too.
So the first card that I got was clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel much better. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you have been procrastinating, like, oh, I got to clean this room or clear this room out. The spring cleaning is coming, soon. So for you, it's like Spirit really, really, really wants you to clear that mental clutter. There's a lot of thoughts of like, am I doing this? And I got a list. I feel like you have like 5 different lists in your brain, and it's all clutter. Right now it's really, really, really like clearing all that mental mind, clearing those thoughts, because Spirit is saying stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. But I feel like with all of this thoughts, with all these things coming at you, you really like are missing some of the things that Spirit is trying to tell you, but also really, really, really go all out and enjoy the ride right now. When you find something that excites you, go all in. So I feel like somebody's going to come and do a proposition for you, a proposal or a partnership, or somebody's going to offer you something. And if it's exciting, go all in. Wait, that didn't sound right with mine and Janie's imagination. Somebody's going to offer you something, and when it excites you, go all in.
Dive head first.
Get it all in, go all in, whatever you want to do.
Sounds like everyone's getting laid except for me. This is what happens after 8 o'clock.
Been having to redirect myself lately, but much progress being made. Absolutely. You already know, Janie. Like, you already know, like, I feel like you're not using the intuition. You using it, but not at the full capacity. If you get messages for me and Kevin, just start throwing them out there, because I feel like you get messages from people and you're not, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you, guys. I'll lay off
All
the
right,
spicy.
Sharon and Poppy.
She said she's going to lay off the spicy because it's the Mexican in there.
I know. I hear you. Okay, Sharon, here you go. Ooh.
That. Oh. Oh, wow.
It got serious and quiet. Energy change. Sharon, all the way from Australia.
Talking to us tomorrow.
Tell us the future. No, I'm kidding.
Laura. Sharon.
Oh, thank you, Janie. We love you. We miss you, and we can't wait for you to come in a couple of days,
Yeah.
weeks,
She'll be here Friday.
seconds. No,
So if it takes you 10 seconds.
How come we don't know when she's gonna be here?
because you don't pay attention to the messages on the group.
She don't say nothing.
Yeah,
All the time.
there's a date.
Squirrel. So Sharon, 501's the Magician and the 6-0 Swords. You are about to be making progress. I like this because it's this whole time to start kicking ass. We're getting to be where we need to be. The Magician acquiring the land above us to the land below us. Claim your land, claim where you are. But also, I feel like you got to start moving on from energies that are around you, where you're like, I need to get away from this. Angela just donated.
Angela, who?
Lai Blanc Schuler. So
Is that on altar ceremony?
yeah, it's same energy like with Janie. Like, what can we clean out in our life to make it better? Like, maybe it's time to get rid of a coffee mug or two. What you don't need no more. But also, you have to become the master of a habit, of a hobby. Like, Spirit's really saying, hey, it's time to pick up the old macrame you have. Like, start creating again. Plants. Your house is very light. That sounded weird.
That all you got?
Yep.
All right, Sharon. So, you got 3 cards. Well, 4, but the first card says guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. So, like, if you are working on a project or you are working on, moving from one place to another, just keep going. Don't feel guilty about decisions that you're making towards like your future or your life. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. And that's why Spirit is saying, like, don't feel guilty if you're making decisions to create that life that you love, and you're leaving other people to, on the wayside, or you're not thinking of them right now. They also want you to find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. So if you're going through any obstacles and challenges right now, you're meant to go through them. Don't get stuck in the obstacles and challenges. Remember, we got to kind of train our brain that life is like a video game. Life is like, for me, it's like a simulation. And so while we're going through these obstacles and challenges, we don't have to be, we feel it, but we don't have to be depressed. We don't have to be mad. We don't have to be angry. Change that energy to be like, for me, I always get excited when, not always, but like, I know that if I have an obstacle and a challenge, that's because it's going to get me somewhere else. So if I go into this obstacle and a challenge and I'm like, oh, depressed, mad, angry, it's going to take me longer to get out of it. So we already know that we're going to go into an obstacle and challenge. Let's be ahead of the game and, change that energy around by changing how we think about those obstacles and challenges. So focus on creating that life that you want, that love that you want, and do it fun. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should go back to Aboriginal art. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's gonna make,
If you got originals or pictures of your art, send it to us. We'd love to see.
Heck yeah. You got to get into that creative space. You got to.
Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh, the one from Australia?
Yeah.
Sharon. Okay.
All right.
So this
Angela.
is to be that energy going on.
Angela and then Papi. We'll finish it off with Papi. Papi, you still there? Just hold on a couple more seconds.
After this long.
Angela,
Right?
you there? We're going to read you right now.
What's a chi? Put the donation in.
She's been on square.
Oh.
I think it's her. Let me see.
Woo!
Yeah.
Angela. Angela, are you looking for mediumship? Oh, I had to ask that. While the death card comes out. You got two there.
Why do I feel like this once again is another? We got to rise above a situation. We got to get away from this old idea. She said, whatever falls.
Okay.
It's literally, like moving away from a situation with that death card, that 8 of Wands, the strength card, and then the 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands is the swift news card. We're going to get information, things we need to hear to help us grow. And then there's the strength card. Are you thinking about moving right now or even just getting away? Because it feels like everything kind of needs to shut down around you. But I just heard she can't shut down. She's a full-time mom. Oh, we got to put your feet up. Got to put those feet up. There's a lot of love cards. A lot of love cards. She said no. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured.
No what?
She's not moving.
Oh, okay.
It just must be the energy that's around her.
Okay.
It's her ground. Well,
Dang. I wasn't going to pull from these, but okay.
There's one of these 7 foot. The other one. There we go.
let me cultivate on this, see what's going on. But let's see. Go ahead.
Okay, so the only reason I asked if you were looking for mediumship is because, like with you, the card that is standing out for me is this card with the guitar, and it says, "Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you." And when this card came out, it was like a masculine energy, and so I don't know if you're in like a situation right now where it's like suffering in silence, And so what they're trying to say is that you have such a bright light inside, stop dimming it. And whatever situation, or whatever thing that you're in, like stay present. Don't get lost in whatever we're processing right now. Stay present. That's where life happens. You got the love begins card. You got the triumph and success card. You got the happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness card. Enjoying each other, oneness. But you got to get rid of that suffering and silence card. You really, again, spirit is trying to give you these signs. The universe is speaking to you. But I feel like you have your head down so you can't see that love that's being poured to you.
She said boyfriend is processing life and if he wants a relationship. So that's where that death is. That's where that moving feeling is.
The moving, yeah.
But then also like, whew. I feel like that situation's going to get better, but it's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, the love is going to begin, but...
She said I do suffer in silence.
Okay, so I feel like I don't like telling people to leave their relationships. I never tell people to leave their relationships. I give them the scenarios of like, if you stay here, this is what's going to happen. If you move, this is what's going to happen. So don't suffer in silence. You also got to be careful because you have this card, girl with a snake. And when that card comes out, that's a hater. That's a creeper. That's a malicious. That's a sneaky. You know, that slithering, that energy. So follow your intuition on, again, do you want to stay in this relationship? Or do you want to move on to a paradise, a love begins relationship, a triumph and success? Be careful if you got some sneaky people doing some sneaky stuff behind your back, is all I got to say.
Yeah, you're in charge of your own reality. Like, I keep hearing you don't got to be down.
Right.
You don't got to be down.
Right.
I wonder why they keep bringing up like that. She's a full-time mom and she said her kids are grown. That's still work.
I mean, your partner could also be a full-time child too. I'm not saying that they are. I'm just saying, like.
Whew. Well, let me pull one of these affirmation cards for you. Thanks. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for clicking with us. Personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel all thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike. They help me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. Thank you for letting us read you.
Yeah, the last card that I pulled was the disruption card. So again, if you feel like your life is being disrupted right now, like don't ignore those red flags. You're feeling, again, anxiety, you're feeling these little things for a reason. Transmute those. All right, Poppy. Is Poppy there? Poppy, you there?
He has a message back even since.
Oh, I can't tag him. While we're waiting for Papi to respond, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much for letting us read you. Again, if any of these messages, if you were listening to them and you didn't get a card pull and they resonated with you, always remember that those messages are for you also. Thank you so much for coming every Monday and listening to us. Thank you, Misa, and Eileen for holding it down in that department.
Being on their first live.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you to all that signed into YouTube and being on our first live on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it, and we will be here for more. Oh, Poppy's there. I did. Poppy got it. Poppy don't need no damn throat chakra. He need to calm that throat chakra down. No, I'm kidding.
There's a new baby.
A new baby?
Oh no, okay. It's that weird. We go in our head, we let things ruminate, they play around, and we don't let it go. Sometimes we get stuck in weird situations, but we're okay being in those situations because we've been through them before. But we need to move our way out of those situations so we can get into a brand new situation. I feel like the heart gets pulled in 20 different places. My ears just went poof, 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 like there's a beat in my ear. Is your blood boiling? There's some kind of energy that's going to make me not feel the best.
The Fool.
So you're ready to start things anew. Maybe you're being given a clean slate.
I think so.
like a fresh new balance, but also like pay attention to your dreams too. What are your dreams telling you? But also pay attention to what people are telling you. I feel like you're the kind of person, break it down to one bro, one cousin you trust talking to. Don't ask 500 people their different opinions.
All right. So I like these cards that came out because you got the first card that came out was financial and material changes. So you're going to have some changes coming in your finances or in your material. Thank you, beautiful Mahika. Great guidance felt across the world. Love and gratitude. Thank you, Sharon. We really appreciate you from what? The land down under.
Australia.
Australia. But you also got your intuition card. That intuition card is saying, like, if you're getting these financial material changes, if you feel like moving from a job or getting a new opportunity or investing or starting a business or something, like, do it. But you got to be careful with your throat chakra, okay? It's overly active. Like Spirit is saying, you got to calm down on that throat chakra. Stop pushing against what is and align with it and move on. So you're like trying to make something happen. And Spirit's like, it's not happening over here, dude. You got to like align over here and let it flow. You got the positive movement forward. You're going to be moving forward positively. But again, you're going to block your own blessings. Aries season, Mercury retrograde season, right now, it's like, shut your mouth. Your mouth is going to get you in trouble. Go with the flow, work in silence, work in secret, do whatever you got to do. But right now, it's like, you can't tell nobody your moves. You can't tell nobody, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put money in here. Like, really, Spirit is like, during this Mercury retrograde, watch what you say. Watch what you do. Blessings come from the mouth, but also cursings. Spirit wants to get you in that positive movement forward where you don't have to be in that hustle mode, in this mode, where it could just flow. But there's a lot of sacral stuff that you got to work on, which is meaning like the past. You got to clear the fucking past, cut it. Oops, sorry, YouTube. You got to clear the past, cut it, and move on to that future. Don't hold on to the past. Don't be like, well, this person did this to me, or we remember when this person. Clear it. Call it a loss. Right now, Spirit's saying call everything that you're pushing against a loss, because you're going to start moving forward. But you got to start moving forward with, again, the positive things. Like if somebody comes at you to invest, feel that intuition. Listen to your intuition right now. That's it.
Keep your eye on your drinking. Keep your eyes on your drinking and when you're talking and drinking and talking. I feel like that's really important right now.
You know, it's funny. I was going to say that. I've been going to say that. Drinking.
Yeah, I think like for right now, it's like go back on a alcohol fast. Because the alcohol is going to keep you in that cycle that you're at. But if you go on that fast right now, it's going to move you forward.
I was going to say you can still drink, but just don't drink a lot.
Yeah, no, he don't know when to stop.
It's okay. I'll teach him.
So thank you, everybody. We will see you next Monday. Have a great day. Enjoy this weather. Remember to go outside, ground, be grateful, change those energies. We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.